Hello and welcome to GW Railfan's first ever Q&A. I am GW Railfan and I just want to thank you for 120 subscribers. It's been very good, so thank you for that. Anyway, let's get straight into it. The first question goes to Alison Rawlings. What is your opinion on 66 horns, and well done on 120 subs? Well, thank you for that. And my opinion on the Class 66 horns is I like them because they're loud and it always makes you jump and it always gives me a laugh. And obviously you have the soft ones as well. I love the 66s anyway. The nickname's Sheds. Obviously I love that. Anyway, on to the second question. The second question goes to the Stepfordian, and there's 4 questions here. I will do the other 2 later. 1. When and why did you start YouTube? What is your least favourite train and why? What is your favourite locomotive? And any tips for a new YouTuber? Well, the Stepfordian. I started YouTube on May 12th, 2018. And I did it to share my passion with trains to the world, basically. So that's about it on that question. Second question. What is your least favourite train and why? Well, here's a very good question. I would have to say the Pacer, or the Class 142, 143 and 144. And yes, Luke Alford will probably hate me for this because he loves Pacers. But I just can't stand it. They're basically a bus on wheels, which is literally the model is a train carriage on a flatbed and a motor and an engine. That's literally it. The Leyland Pacer, and they're just ugly. The seats are hard. They're just definitely my least favourite train. I just cringe when I see one. And yes, my dad doesn't like that either because he absolutely loves Pacers. So thank you, Dad. Anyway, what is your favourite locomotive? Again from the Stepfordian, this is the third question from him. If we're talking steam locomotives, then it's got to be the Mallard, as I just love the sleek design and the streamlining. Plus, it's the fastest steam locomotive in the world. If we're talking diesel locomotives, then I love the Class 50, because I just don't know why. I've always loved the Class 50. So that's your answer for that question. Any tips for new YouTubers? Well, I just have to say, at least you got a good. If you got a good, decent channel trailer, you should get some subscribers. Some good content. Try and get around. If it's hard to, then don't worry. But just try and interact with your viewers. Do some premieres, which is what I like doing. Do Q&As like this. That always makes people happy. And yeah, just try and make your channel the best you can. So that will be it from the Stepfordian for now. The next question goes to Harrison Class 458. What are your thoughts on the Class 458? Well, I do like the 458. I have been on it a couple of times. Sorry if my voice is a bit weird. This is within 2 weeks, so it's been 2 weeks since I first recorded a bit before. Anyway, no, the Class 458 is really nice. I do like it. So thanks a lot for that question. The next question goes to Trainboy5677 Productions. What is your favourite station on the Great Western Main Line? What type of train do you like? Have you ever been on a cross-country or Great Western Railway? And do you like Paddington Station? Well, let's start with the top one. My favourite station on the Great Western Main Line has probably got to be either Reading or Ealing Broadway. Ealing Broadway because I love the underground connections and how it has lots of platforms to the trains by. And in Reading, I love the design of the station. I remember when the new footbridge was put in place and stuff like that. So yeah, either Reading or Ealing Broadway. But if I had to choose between one of them, it would be Reading because it's a great place to train spot. Always trains there, and I love the architecture on the station. So yeah. Next one. What type of train do you like? Well, if we're assuming like either out of electric, diesel, or steam, I'm gonna have to go with all of them. I just love trains in general. But you know, like I said with the question before, if I had to pick one, it would be steam because I love how they're still running after so many years, and I just love everything about them really. So yeah, steam would probably be mine. If we're talking like type of trains in
class, as in, for example, class 165, the class, let me think, the class 43 would be my ultimate, favourite train of all time, because I just love it, and I do miss it, not being on the Great Western Main Line. But yeah, that's it for that question. Question number 3. Have you ever been on cross country or Great Western Railway? Well, I've been on Great Western Railway a number of times. I've lost count now. But believe it or not, I have been on cross country when I was about 8 years old. Might have been a bit earlier. I took a class 220 Voyager up to the north up to Wales to see my grandparents. And I do like the Voyagers, actually, so yeah, that's it for that question. Question number 4. Do you like Paddington Station? Yes, I do. I've been there loads and loads of times. Yeah, I do. I love, again, like I said with Reading, I love the architecture. And I just love how it's still quite, they haven't revamped it or anything. A lot of it's still quite old, which I like. Obviously, has its pros and cons, but I like the architecture of the building and the glass, although it does get very hot, as I experienced last year in there, so I wouldn't advise to sit in Paddington Station under the glass in the summer. Anyway, yeah, no, I do like Paddington Station a lot, so yeah. That's it from Train Boy. So let's move on. The next question goes to Ash behind the camera, a friend of mine. The first question that he's asked is, favourite train, i.e. passenger, freight or tour? Well, I'm going to go with freight because it comes in so much different, it varies a lot. For instance, one day you could get a stone train, and the next you could get a really special locomotive movement, which reminds me, I was filming at Maidenhead yesterday, so a little clue of what will come out later, and I was filming a freight train, but I didn't get to finish filming it, but that was because a stone came flying at me and hit me straight in the head, and it really hurt, so I had to stop recording, but I did get a toot, I suppose. But yeah, that really hurt. So anyway, yeah, freight, because it varies a lot. Favourite places to film and why? This would be a good one. Probably big stations, where you can get a lot of trains and a lot of views. But I do like stations where you can stand on the platforms without having a fence in your way, like Maidenhead, which is what I did yesterday. So then you can get the full effect of the high-speed trains travelling past. So yeah, I do. Favourite place to film is in the station would be probably, well, now it's Maidenhead because, you can get the full effect still of the train travelling past at high speed. Next question, your least favourite places to film and why? I don't know really. I don't really have a least favourite. Probably somewhere where there's a lot of foliage or trees, because, they get in the way, and then by the time you're there, it's too late to really go anywhere else. But yeah, but if I had to pick a station, then it would probably be, I don't know really, I'd have to think about that one. But anyway, that was the last question. So I hope you've enjoyed the Q&A. If you have any video requests, please tell me in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, comment, tell me what you think of the video. There will be trains at Maidenhead coming either today or in the week. It's likely they'll be in the week, but in 2 weeks' time, I am filming at Liverpool Lime Street, so that's something to look forward to. But yeah, thank you ever so much for watching and all your questions, and I hope you have a lovely day. I've been GW Railfan.